Sexy lamb. G'day, Scott. I just wanted to hang out with the originals, see how you guys are doing. Miss? No. Oh, okay. Hey, Ali and Scott, lovely to see you both. So I'll tell you what I'm having today. Hello, long time. So this is my beef stir fry with eggs. Here is the shallots, which I may or may not have, I don't know. Little cabbage, pear, strawberries, and the beautiful dark energy. It's actually a good name for it, dark energy. Oh, thank you. Trying to be. I slept like 4 hours and I didn't think it was enough, but it turns out it was. Now we have our coffee. I got so many blogs to do today, all these assignments. I just hope I pass this stupid subject. It's like the dumbest subject. I really don't like it. And it would be funny if I couldn't graduate based upon that one subject. Comment on climate change. National 90. Brother, it's back. I missed my originals, so... What was with the artificialness? You got an eye for detail, Scott. It's dangerous. It's pretty good. Yeah, I use artificial sweetener sometimes because I keep it with me. Yeah, just like all these little things that I keep in my fanny packs. Yeah, I've heard that they're really bad. Yeah, that's right, exactly. I heard that there's a new one. Well, it's not exactly new, but someone tweeted it out. What, shallots? Yeah, raw shallots. Oh, love that stuff. There's some natural plant that is replacing artificial sweeteners now. I can't remember the name of it. It's something that's becoming really popular, supposedly. Yeah. Ah, this coffee is really good. It would be perfect to scope now with the coffee and talk about something, but I just can't be bothered. Ava Eve. Is that the name of it? It's supposed to, like, it's marketed as some little green plant. I can't remember. I don't know. Oh, Agavive. Agevive. I can't remember the name. It could be. I have no idea. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look in the Twitter feed, but it was, yeah, something like some natural thing that's replacing sugar everywhere, hopefully. Yeah, I know. It's like our biggest thing. The spell checking artificial intelligence. So the uni marked down my blog for this stupid subject. It was, I can't remember, it was what I was writing about. It was all that, you know, that ethics stuff, and I think I only got 60% so far on this one. But I just want to pass it so I can freaking graduate. That's all that matters. Because the maths is the fun stuff. This beef stir fry, fantastic. And this coffee has real sugar in it. I just woke up to go to the men's, but then as soon as I woke up, my dad flipped on the coffee and started making the coffee. So I went to go back to sleep. And then he walks into my room, he's like, I make you coffee, why? Why you go back to sleep? I make you breakfast already. Yeah, too funny. You might take a late nap. Yeah, go for it. Sleep, man. People need to sleep. They say, oh, you lose 30% of your life. You're gonna lose it anyway. If you don't sleep, you're gonna feel like crap. Changing weather, changing temperature. Active mind. Yeah, active mind. That's the problem with having a brain. Gabsurdity, yeah. My dear, that is a gab certainty. Yeah, I got to do these blogs, so I was just gonna probably go into the, what do you call it, the proto GoFundMe, whatever it is, group, and hang out while I'm doing my blogs. I don't know. Stupid blogs. Said my other one was too long. Interesting thoughts, but too long. It's great. What's happening with you guys? That is my interest. Kevro. Oh, there's 5 people here. Who snuck in? Oh, Trader, Ali, Scott, Kevin. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back, Mr. Kevro, to our originals group. This is how it was 5 months ago with flying colors. I've always wondered where that term flying colors come from. Like, why do colors fly? And why is that good if they fly? Maybe I'll look up that saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe a flag. Oh, there you go. Never thought of that. I'm gonna look that up now. Good connection. Very abstract. Oh, I can hear a V-twin. That sounded like it, definitely like a V-twin. It was probably like a night special. It was a slightly higher revving V-twin. How was the week? You know what's awesome about having scopes? Is that it's all there. Tummy is growling. This was probably one of the worst weeks for depression I've had in 10 years. Probably one of the worst. But the good thing is that as bad as it was, I got out of it with meetings. You know what? I always, whenever someone tells me they're in a meeting, I always imagine that they're on the toilet. I don't know why. It's less depression. That's great. Hopefully you got some success in your meetings. I want to pay for it every time someone reads it. Nah, don't be silly, Scott. Pass it along, and if they want a signed copy, I'll get them one through Scott. Oh, well, good luck, Kevra. I was talking about something to do with the church, and my brother was about to kill me, man. Whoa, hyper defensive. Something that helps me with depression is walks out in nature. Do you do that? I don't do that, but that's something I should do, and then I can scope about it as I'm doing it. When I finish uni, I'm going to do that, I think. Do a walk out in nature. I'll call it the Kevro walk. It's just a constant fight. You know, it'd be beautiful over in freaking Europe. I'd love to do a scope over there. The last scopes of Europe. It'll be a series remembering how beautiful that continent was. Yeah, that's so true. That must be part of it, eh? The depression thing. To answer Alias. Defensive, he gets defensive about his tribe. It's necessary for our brains as humans. Yeah, I think so. I'm sure that's what it is. Barefoot, connect with the earth's energy. I think you lost me on that one. I'm like, yeah. Feel the grass. Yeah, maybe. Actually, I might do that. Maybe I'll go to a park and like if the weather's nice. I wish we could do a scope where all of us can actually talk. Bless you! Turns out my mum's here. Just heard her sneeze. These cabbages are fantastic. Cabbage leaves. Honest Joe's working in the garden. He's so proud of himself. He's like, look at the broccoli I built. Zoom app. Yeah, they're raw cabbage. My dad grows them in the garden. It's so funny. He's just excited about it more and more every day. It's been a few months now. I think he started gardening when I started scoping. you've got to definitely make exercise part of your life. Like the good news that came out of this week was that the depression was so bad, and yet I've come out of it unscathed. And that would never have happened 10 years ago. Never. Man, these cabbages taste good. But it turns out that there's a genetic variance in human DNA which allows you to either taste the bitterness or not the bitterness in the vegetables such as cabbages. And they tested us at school. They gave us a little taste test, and everyone who likes vegetables could not taste that chemical. I had two scopers lose their crap at me this week. All right. Two scopers. And they were both female. Sauerkraut. If he did, he probably wouldn't know it was called that because of what is this sauerkraut? What you talking, you little American person? I'm like, he's not little, he's a grown man. Well, I made a scope about how mothers can, because of their love for their boys, they turn them into like, messed up, screwed up kids. What's he growing? He's got all of these, the shallots and the cabbage and broccoli and beans, and he's walking around. He's got socks on with these 30-year-old shoes and his shorts that don't match. He's what I do here. Funny. Mint. I can't think of the words in English. It's the other one. Baqdunis. What the hell is baqdunis? I don't know what it is in English. Oh, really? Yeah. So I was talking about that, and about how the kid, how mothers, they can't let go of their children. And hey, Sprinkles and Booze, one of our originals. Lovely to see you. And then she sent me a message like losing her shit. I love that. Hey, I actually think there are more people pissed off than just them. I woke up this morning and I don't know why the thought came to me. I just remember like two and a half weeks ago, another lady with a similar temperament. Australian pears are probably better. Yeah, I don't know. They're good. They are good. I like it because they're not completely ripe, so they're still tough. I love that. Tough, pear-shaped, just like my women. Tough and pear-shaped. Love it. Too funny. You'll have to scope from Bankstown having a pear and say, I think it is better. Today, I've got like 4 assignments all due today, so I'm gonna do them. But I'm really shitty because freaking they said my assignments were too long. So now I have to put in less work to get more marks. That sounds intuitive. He's walking past the plants forwards and backwards. Did I put enough water here? Did I put enough? Oh, thank you, Scott. Anyway, yeah, so let's see him. Yeah, nah. You know I can't do that. That's awesome. Eating a pear while having a pear bottom. That's too funny. This is what makes your scopes awesome. No, 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 no. Nobody put me on camera. Nobody. Unlike me, my family is extremely private. My family is more private than my parts, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, so she lost her mind at me and abused me, and you don't know anything, and when you have a child, you'll understand. But this is an this is a normal thing. Anyway, and then the other top scoper lost their mind, and I still haven't figured out why. But if you see the last Gab Life episode, somewhere about 2/3 of the way in, she came into the scope and just lost her mind, and then left, and then she reduced her Patreon from $10 to $1, which I thought was really funny. Because I'm like, why don't you just leave? No, no, no. I want to give you a bit. She was upset, and this is what made me realize I think I've pissed off even more people. I've unfollowed everybody, and I shut down most of the groups because a lot of people were sharing like nut job stuff with me, like, you know, the Bible shows that the earth is going to die next week, and I'm like, just I don't need this shit. And then like everyone else was complaining, and then on top of that, the thing that topped it off for me, yeah, no, I wish I could, but I just didn't know who was sharing and who wasn't, and it was just becoming too annoying. So, hey, Kevro is back with his charging battery. The thing that topped it off was that it actually looks like it comes from me. So it's like Gabsmack is sharing this, like, you know, this crazy hyper ideological stuff, and I just thought, nah, I'm closing all of this, unfollowing everyone. Yeah, that was it. Anyway, so. Yeah, I wish, like, I would love to follow everyone, but if I tried to actually look for a way for Periscope. It's why you don't have groups. Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, so it's a common problem. I was trying to find a way that Periscope can not allow people to share with your group, but they don't have that. Thanks for doing that. Oh, awesome. Oh, you've made up for the other people getting pissed off. So someone else said, I have a bone to pick with you. And now I've put it all together. The 3 people who got the shits, Crazy Auntie May got on their meds yet. She's just busy making tea, hanging out with Honest Joe. So, too good. What a woman. People are always going to be pissed off at something. Yes, these are good things. I'm so glad I spoke to you guys. That's so funny. So I was trying to figure out what did I do incorrect? How could I have done it better? Blah, blah, blah. But it's true. Sometimes, you know, when you set a boundary somewhere, someone is going to be on one side and someone's going to be on the other. It's just, yeah, people got to always bitch you at something. You did nothing wrong. Yeah. Whenever someone says I did nothing wrong, I always think to myself, yeah, no, I did something wrong. I've done something wrong somewhere. What have I done wrong in the last 5 minutes? No, but that's true. You did it. But it depends on what. That's why I can confirm the stamp of booze approval. I was doing a scope about this last night. That's actually what inspired me to do that scope on neo-tribalism, because humans, we fall into this thing so easy. All of us. I don't care who it is. We all, like, you know, I'm awesome, and then what do you say about my mum? You know, or I'm awesome. Hold on, what you said was wrong. Like, you know, it just somehow it happens that way, and they could be the nicest person in the world, right? Nicest person in the world, and what they believe could be the best stuff in the world. But if someone believes it so strongly that they have to put it on everyone else, I think most humans are like that, actually. I actually think it takes a lot of effort to not be like that. Because you do have this temptation, like, actually, we do it all the time. Like, why are these people building behind me? I wish that they wouldn't build. Or why did that person cut down the tree? Oh, it breaks my heart every time someone cuts down a tree. I'm like, the tree should cut you down, bitch. Anyway. Ah, yeah, good idea. Thanks. Anyway. Ah, the originals. We're destroying our Earth fun stuff, yeah. That's why we'll move to Mars now and terraform it into something we can cut down. Isn't nature beautiful? Cut it down, bitches. There we go. Only if, man, if Mars had oil, they'd go, they'd be there today. All right, isn't that beautiful? The sun's coming out now. Oh, there's a slug on the window. I'm just washing the dishes. Honest Joe hates it when I wash the dishes. No, 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 I wash the dishes. I'm like, no, I refuse. We've been fighting this for years. I wash. No, no, I wash. No, I wash. This is our fight. Our fight's about who can be the nicer person. Witchcraft. And you know what else is funny? Like, we're actually upside down relative to each other. No dishwasher. Yeah, we have a dishwasher. It's called me. No, just early morning. National 90 always has to be different. Yeah, there's a dishwasher here, but you know they don't use it. We just wash our own dishes anyway. It's so funny. My dad's like, no, no, no. The dishwasher does not wash like me. It is. I do better job. Too funny. 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. 10:30. Oh yeah, that's right. You're on the East Coast. I never use my dishwasher. I'd love to have a fight between. My parents were the same. Oh, were the same. I'm sorry to hear that. Midwest by Chicago. Well, how can it be 7:30? Oh yes, you're 1 hour behind. Sorry, I stuffed that up. Two hours drive from Chicago. Is it hard being without parents, Scott? Any regrets? Yeah, for Scott. I always think about that. That's why, as much as they piss me off, my parents, it's like, you know, you just don't know when the last day will be, right? Few regrets. 2 times a year. Fair enough. See, these would be great for us to have Skype chats. Love to have some one-on-one Skype chats with my originals. That would be awesome. If anyone has Skype, you can definitely add me. Or Facebook Gabsmack. He moved up north, 5-hour drive, and winter it's impossible to get out there in your car. It's such a bizarre concept. I was okay with my mum. Okay. It sounds like you got some stories, Scott. Owns a motel on a huge lake in National Forest. Good luck to him. Man, if you can live in a national forest. It's insane, the rate of, it's like no one is together. It's such a bizarre concept. Father, not so much. Interesting. Everyone has an amazing story to tell. You should write me on Facebook, man. Just like between us. It'd be awesome to hear some of these stories. I learn a lot from you. In our country, you're usually out at 18. Yeah, I've noticed that. Where it's odd to live at home past 18. Yeah, I tried to say that once to my mum and dad. Oh, my dad. He's like, these Western people, they don't love their children. At my mum's, you're odd. Well, when you turn 40, you can migrate to the basement. Then you can really be a cliche. Anyway, just ask, I will tell. My Steve, yeah. I know, I can always tell a spelling autocorrect, but it's still hilarious. My Steve. It's like an awesome saying. It's like that meme, pawned, P-W-N-E-D. Someone got pooned because someone accidentally put a P instead of an O when they were typing. So then it became a meme. He got pooned. So what are you up to? I got to do these blogs, these stupid blogs for this comment on, you know, the collapse of this society and that society and whatever. On Gabversity, I've done a societal collapses. Not the saddest. Yeah, no, that's all right. I'd rather it not be the saddest. Yeah. Oh, my mum's here. Block the camera. Are you leaving? Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to go start working on my assignment, I think. My friends say hello to you, Mum. Gee, someone sneezed next door and we heard it. All right. That cabbage was good. I'm going to go. Awesome fun to see you guys. Always good to hang out with the originals. I love it. It's very re-energizing. Yeah. I miss those days, man. We used to just go around Sydney and do random stuff. Good. The OGs. You too, National. You too. If you do any nature walks out where you are, send some photos and I will anonymously Instagram them. All right. Big hugs. See you all.